most illegal thing your teacher's ever done? I was in Miss Yellow's Algebra 2 class when the announcement crackled over the PA. Attention all students and staff. Main sewage line has ruptured. Evacuate the building immediately. Everyone started moving automatically, but Miss Yellow stepped in front of the door. Sit back down, now. Her voice had that edge that meant detention. I didn't authorize any evacuation today. I raised my hand out of habit. But Miss Yellow, they said toxic methane, sit down, or you're all getting zeros on tomorrow's test. Then she launched into her whole speech about soft modern students. The one about discipline and how her generation didn't panic over every little plumbing issue. Nobody wanted to risk their grade over what was probably just another false alarm. So we sat back down, but that's when I smelled it. Like rotten eggs mixed with death. Miss Yellow? Jack raised his hand. It smells really bad in here. Success often requires enduring temporary discomfort, Jack. It's character building, something your generation knows nothing about. Then I saw it. Brown water seeping under the door, enough to darken the tiles. Everyone's phones started buzzing at once. My sister Alyssa was in biology 3 classrooms over. Her text made my blood go cold. We're all in parking lot with people in hazmat suits. Where are you? I showed Miss Yellow. My sister says everyone's evacuating. There's hazmat? Of course there is. I'm sure Miss Zelaya called them herself. Her eye twitched. She knows the board decides next week about whether or not I finally get promoted. She's always been out to get me. The water wasn't just seeping anymore. It was flowing. Black-brown sludge that was way too thick to just be water. Layla in the front row gagged. The methane smell was like breathing poison. Can we open a window at least? Ben asked, already standing on his chair. And let Miss Zelaya see us panicking? That's exactly what she wants. That's when something beautiful happened. The entire class started working together. The popular kids, the nerds, the athletes, all lifting our MacBooks and Jordan 1s as high as we could from the ground. The PA crackled again. Attention! Evacuate immediately. This is not a drill. Evacuate. Miss Yellow yanked the speaker wire from the wall. Modern leadership means staying calm when others panic. The sewage was ankle deep now. Warm. It was warm. I wanted to throw up. This isn't just sewage, Priya said, her voice shaking. My dad works for the city. Sewage lines run right next to the old gas mains. Your father isn't a chemistry teacher, is he? Miss Yellow stood up, blocking the door. I've been teaching for 30 years. I think I know the difference between dangerous and inconvenient. The water was at our ankles now. Black, chunky. The smell made my eyes water. Please, Layla begged. We could get really sick. The only thing making you sick is your hypochondria. When I was your age, we had open sewers and nobody complained. Then Kevin started coughing. Not regular coughing, deep hacking coughs that wouldn't stop. His face was turning red. He has asthma! Someone yelled. Convenient, Miss Yellow sneered. The sewage was knee-deep now, backing up faster than it could drain. Toilet paper and worse floating past our legs. 3 kids were throwing up. The smell, the gas, the fear, all of it hitting at once. Miss Yellow, I tried one more time. People could die. The only thing dying is my patience. That's when the ceiling tile fell. It splashed into the sewage, and the hole it left behind started dripping. Not water. Everyone screamed. I tried to move, but the sludge was tougher than I thought. My foot caught on something, maybe a backpack, and I went down. Hard. I still remember the feeling of black water filling my mouth, chunks of human waste and toilet paper. I screamed underwater, sewage flooding my throat. The lights flicked back on. My face burned from whatever chemicals were in the water. 3 girls were pulling me up, trying to help me breathe. You're insane! Layla screamed. We're drowning! She's not breathing right! Then Tom yelled what we were all thinking. One spark from these electronics and we're dead. Methane explodes. I didn't think. I just grabbed my chair and swung it at the window. Crash. The fresh air felt like heaven. You just cost me my promotion! Miss Yellow shrieked. This is exactly what Zelaya wanted, but we weren't listening anymore. Everyone was scrambling for the window, passing my limp body hand to hand. Others were still holding their electronics up high, crawling through broken glass rather than dropping them in sewage. The hazmat team found Miss Yellow exactly where we left her, standing on her desk in chest-deep sewage, still insisting she had maintained perfect control. They revived me in the ambulance, 3 minutes without oxygen. The hazmat captain told reporters if we'd stayed 5 minutes longer, the methane levels would have caused severe neurological damage or death. But that wasn't even the worst part, because when the police officers got involved, she was let off the hook. She wasn't even fired. Apparently, they couldn't prove the methane levels were actually dangerous since hazmat arrived too soon to test it. So the readings could have been inflated. But we all knew the truth. Miss Zelaya was known for getting the highest grades in the area, so the principal pulled some strings. That's when we knew us kids had to take matters into our own hands. Full story on channel, link below.